Today I'm going to show you how to make your flip book. I tried to video this before, but then I messed it up, so it's already partly started. But my paper started like this, and then I folded it the long way. This wasn't cut open yet. And then I took my scissors and I cut on the dotted lines so that it will open halfway. But when you cut, make sure you open your paper back up and cut and stop when you get to the fold, and cut and stop when you get into the fold, because if you don't, you'll cut your whole paper off. So once you've only cut to here, then you can fold it back up. And here's where we tell what the different parts of the plant do. So I wrote roots, R-O-O-T-S, with two O's that say oo, down at the bottom. And then inside, I tell what the roots do. So before I flip it over, see if you can think of something that roots do. I bet you think automatically that roots soak up the water from the soil, and that is one of their jobs, so that's what I wrote. The roots, number one, they take in water from the soil. And remember, take needs a silent E, so the A says A. And then you can probably read my second one. On a windy day, plants don't tip over, right? That's because roots hold plants in the soil. So then, before I realized I made a mistake, I was working on leaves. So leaves, it's kind of a weird word because it has two vowels walking, the first is the talking, and it has a silent E. But the leaves make food for the plant. They take the carbon dioxide that we don't want that's in the air, they use that and sunlight and the water and nutrients from the soil, and they make their own sugar food. That's called photosynthesis. So leaves make food for the plant. That is super important. Then the other thing on this part was stems. So I'm going to write stems. And think about what's the job of a stem. It kind of has two jobs too. So the first one I think of is like a straw. So what it does, it carries, and you know how carry is C-A-R-R-Y, but I want it to say carries, so I changed the Y to an I and add E-S. It carries the water and the nutrients to all parts of the plant. But it does something else too. It's kind of similar to what roots do. Roots hold the plant in the soil, while stems hold the leaves and flowers. So I'm going to say holds the leaves and flowers. Then I can flip those two over, check them out another time. Now what's on the top? There's two things. You see obviously the flower that has the ow sound with O-W, the flower, and these little guys are supposed to be the seeds. So two things on the top. Does anybody remember what a flower does? Well, flower's job is just to make seeds. So that's easy. Flowers make seeds. And the other thing we had were seeds. So we'll write seeds. And seeds' basic job is to make new plants. You got it. Make new plants. And then you can color your flower and the stem and the leaves and the pot and the soil, and you will have your own parts of a plant flip book. You don't have to do it with the exact same words as I do. I actually rather you use your own words so you know how to do it. Now say it your own way. Good luck. Have fun.